Back to these heroes in Oakland. It's
a
ramen shop in Oakland, California. The servers are dressed as Power Rangers. That's what the...
For Halloween?
No. They dress as Power Rangers.
Go, Power Rangers!
All the time.
Didn't Power Rangers, didn't they start in Asia? Was it Japan, Korea?
I think they did.
Gotta be.
I think they did. And this is a ramen restaurant in Oakland, and they say that is just their thing. Their niche is they dress as Power Rangers. Well, out of nowhere, a woman ran in and screamed, "He's chasing me. My life is in danger." And 2 seconds later, a guy came in and had her in a chokehold. So the Power Rangers looked at each other.
Go into action?
Yellow and black. First, Black Ranger asked the man to leave, but he swung at him.
Please tell people to leave our establishment.
So
what do you think you were doing to this woman? It is time for you to go. Yes.
At that point, Yellow Ranger and Pink Ranger said we had to drop our trays and go over and get...
Hi, Kibok!
They punched at him and got him outside, but he kept on kicking and screaming at the woman, so they called the police. Took them half hour to get there, and during that time, the guy kept throwing stuff at the windows. I finally got there and arrested him. But the Power Ranger said, our job is done here. We did what we had to do. I mean, what else can you possibly do?
In the TV show, did they have special powers?
I never watched it.
I think each one did, right?
Yeah. I just remember the colors of
I think they could just fight, but then I think they came together as like one.
They could make a bigger... Did he get bigger?
I think they made a bigger... Yeah, when they...
One big Ranger?
Yeah.
You know what I always liked was, who are those twins that could... put their
Wonder Twins.
Wonder Twins. You
Yeah.
know, one
Playboy
was
Twins?
No, not the Playboy Twins. The Wonder Twins.
But they were wonderful.
That's right.
Devilment Twins.
No. The Wonder Twins.
They were the second incarnation of Super Friends.
Correct.
Little kids.
And they had a little. Was it Gleek?
Yeah, the Space Monkey.
Space Monkey Gleek, and one of them was always like a bird, and the other one was like an ice pellet or something. You know, he would.
Yeah,
be,
one of them always had like a water feature.
This is one of the servers dressed as a Power Ranger. He said, "We do what we do."
When something surprising breaks out, you're not sure if it's real. All of the servers / Power Rangers were moving towards the scene to help one another out. The patrons also started getting involved in a way that was supportive and making sure that everyone was safe.
What a surreal scene to see actual Power Rangers taking on.
They're wearing full helmets?
Yeah, they're wearing the full Power Ranger costume, which they always do when they serve.
Do you have to
You
wear
win
it?
this round, Power Rangers, but I shall be back.
Yes, you are required to wear a Power Ranger costume.
What if you're on the chunky side and you want to work there?
Eat more ramen.
There's no discrimination.
Do they have a
chunky?
Do they have a costume for a chunky
Power,
Pink
yes,
Ranger?
Yes.
Hi, can I just not dress up? No.
Can I just wash dishes today?
No.
No, it's Power Ranger Day. Get out there.
It'll be out
The
there.
name says Power Ranger Ramen.
Let's go. You're a Power Ranger. 0 today. A woman is getting big pushback. Her name's Lee Garcia. I don't think it's horrible. She has waxed her 3-year-old daughter's unibrow because she's afraid she'll be bullied when she goes into preschool, which has just happened, apparently. And so the woman says, yes, I'm getting a lot of pushback. She put this on social media that she did wax her daughter's unibrow at age 3, but she says, I don't care. I'm doing what's right as a mother, and she stands by her decision.
The day that I recorded me waxing Bliss's eyebrows is because she said that she wanted her eyebrows waxed. At any point, they say, hey, I think I want to rock a unibrow. Then rock the hell out of that unibrow. You know, like I allow my children to express themselves and their appearance however they want to. Something as small as a unibrow waxing. It's such a small thing to have to do, and I could save her so much pain. It's way easier to grow back that unibrow than it is to come back from bullying.
Her doing that's on TikTok, as you can tell. Her doing the waxing on TikTok has 27 million views.
It's going to cleave the internet in two, right?
Yeah,
About
like what
beauty standards and child abuse.
I didn't have a problem with it.
She's 3?
She's 3.
3-year-olds.
A little young.
I think their peers are a little more forgiving.
They probably wouldn't know to bully yet.
Yeah.
Probably age 10 is when you start, or 9, 8.
Yeah, 7,
So
8.
you start doing that. Well, full disclosure, I have had a unibrow.
3 seems awfully young for any human.
Exactly.
I mean, I know that it happens. And as we age, hair shows up in places you don't want.
I know. It's surprising that she has a unibrow, even at age 3.
Yeah. What kind of little bear did she have?
Well,
See, you're bullying.
that's
I'm
a bully.
sorry, was that
That's
wrong?
a bully.
See what you
Yeah.
just did there?
Yeah.
Take your bullying outside.
God.
Well,
Power Ranger.
I'll tell you, my theory is
Yes.
people like Dave is what she's worried about. She's not worried about. She claims it's the kid's going to bully
No,
her.
it's the teacher.
It's it's the adult that won't bully her, but the mom feels embarrassed.
Right.
In the
having
mom's
the daughter
group,
with the unibrow.
people at the grocery
Yeah.
store.
Oh,
Exactly.
maybe. That may be the case.
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
right.
She's saying I'm doing it for my daughter, but she's not. She's doing it for her.
Well, the daughter hasn't come to her and say, I want this.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
she's
The daughter
3.
doesn't know.
She's 3.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had a unibrow. You know what my mother told me? It
Means you're smart.
That's right. It's a sign of intelligence.
You're the smartest Cro-Magnon man there
The
was.
sign of intelligence. And I loved that. I was
He's got
like,
one eyebrow
exactly.
over which eye?
That's right. Both. That's a sign of intelligence, which is totally true.
Is it?
Yes.
It's not.
Yes. that
Never
is-
has been.
Did Einstein have one eyebrow?
Yes. As did I.
As does Anthony Davis of the Lakers.
Yes. And one of the smartest players in the NBA. The decision making, my goodness, that's Anthony Davis and me with unibrows. Exactly.
That's his thing.
Oh, I know.
mean, he's marketed that, right? Trademarked the unibrow.
Yeah, he went with it. It's kind of like Michael Strahan with the Gap, or Dave Letterman with the
run
Gap
with
in
it.
his teeth. Yeah, just go with it. At first I thought Anthony Davis, and some people said this earlier, that he had a mole right between his eyes that made it look like a unibrow when it really wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, thick eyebrows, but maybe it isn't. But you're right. He's done that. He's marketed that with caricatures.
it's on shirts and everything.
Yeah, all over the place. A hero today from Maryland. She's a firefighter, Megan Warfield. She was driving. She's 30 years old and 9 months pregnant. And while she was driving, she was involved in an automobile accident that started her labor.
Yeah.
As soon as she was in the accident,
What's it sound like?
right there, it's water breaking.
I've never heard it break. Is that what it sounds like?
Yep. Well, instead of rushing herself to the hospital because she's a trained firefighter, she went into some other cars and rescued people from the accident. It was a six-car accident. Yeah, she had crawl into. She was on the Today Show yesterday.
That not too risky for your baby?
She said she didn't even think about it until she was like halfway in the car. She's like, man, I'm 9 months pregnant and getting ready to give birth. But they said she saved a couple of people and calmed them down. This is her talking about it, and she's given birth to a healthy baby.
I arrived at location and I saw Megan on the ground. My first thoughts as her chief officer was, you're on a maternity leave. You should not be here.
Once everything kind of just calmed down, I looked at my mom, made sure she was okay. I got to get out and see what's going on. I realized that there was someone trapped inside. So I went over and I started to crawl in, and then I realized good Lord, you're 9 months pregnant. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. So when I guess the adrenaline kind of started to chill out, I started to get some abdominal cramping.
That's her talking to Hoda Kotb on the Today Show yesterday. She gave birth to a little girl named Charlotte, and less than 6 hours after the crash,
Wow.
went to the hospital and gave birth.
And obviously, we're all dudes. If you are a pregnant woman, do you think about it all the time? Is it ever leave your mind that you're
pregnant?
I bet it does.
I think it does. Too.
You do?
I do. But I think when you get to be like 9 months, you're
'cause
so
it
big.
affects everything.
Yes.
I would think so.
I think it leaves your mind early on.
That was unnecessary.
But by the end, when you're
So big.
when you're
gigantic.
I mean, I know my wife. The last couple of weeks, and most women are like, "Please, let's get this done."
Yeah.
Then
I've heard that
it's-
many
It's
times.
uncomfortable. I think in the 4th, 5th, 6th months, maybe it leaves your mind that you're pregnant. Don't you think? For a little bit.
I don't
know.
think.
Maybe if you're, so you got to stay busy.
If it's your first one, though, I bet it doesn't.
Maybe because you want to be really careful. Right? You don't want anything
That's right.
happening to the baby. Of
The
course.
second one, you don't care.
Second and third, as you go on.
Big, is your sister planning to have more kids
No, I think she's pretty much done.
with the two?
Yeah,
twins?
that's what they say.
It's the
but
American average.
Who knows?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Point whatever.
I think they pretty much said we got 2 at once, so we're good.
Yeah. I prayed for twins the first time around. I was like, let's get it and get it done, and have 2 and be done with it. Then the second time round, I
You
prayed.
don't pray very often. I'm going to say no.
Well, the second time round, I prayed to not have twins because I didn't want 3. I just wanted 2, you know? And it's like,
Now you're getting a little picky, aren't you?
Well,
prayers.
Yeah. Second time, you again. What was it? It's been 3 years since I've heard from you. Well,
how about triplets?
It's been 3 years since I heard from you. There's a woman that has been scammed now. This is the Zero story, the scammer who scammed this woman who's older. She's 83. She got an email from someone who claimed to be a cosmonaut living on the space station. This is a little bit of a twist here, and needed money to get back down to Earth.
Come on.
And she sent him $10,000 to try to get him back down to Earth.
In the U.S.?
10,000. No, Japan. The equivalent of 10,000. She's a Japanese woman, and she sent him $10,000. He said, and you know, the other day, my friend Curtis was telling me that somebody got scammed because a lot of people talk to me about scamming now. I had
You're kind of the face of it.
an incident recently
Of a rube.
and my friend Curtis said there was a woman that he knew that was going to buy a car online for $1,000, and the guy wanted 2 gift cards, Apple gift cards, which of course is a red flag.
Red flag, yeah.
But she sent it to him, and he did some digging for it. It's on Facebook Marketplace. He did some digging for it for her, and saw the same ad in 100 different cities. You know, it's the exact same thing, and that he's doing the exact same thing. And I said, well, how old was the lady? And he said 91.
Yep.
And here I am,
relatively
younger than that, but I got scammed for
just as feeble-minded.
4 times as much.
Well, you're fortunate if you have kids that will watch your checkbook as you get older.
What he said.
You know, even if your older parents are, you know, they're with it, they'll still get scammed.
Of course.
You know.
And you know what he said?
But it's usually the older folks.
I tell you, my friend told me, and I think he's right about it. They're trying to prove they still know what they, that they can make a decision.
Yeah, they
know?
don't, and they don't want you in their business.
That's right. Let me show you that I can do
I'm
it.
not weak.
Erica, you're talking about being forgetful. If you're a pregnant woman, do you ever forget that you're pregnant? Does it just go out of your mind?
Good morning, guys. P1, yes. So I am 4 months pregnant with my second child right now. So my first child, she is almost 2. And there are definitely times where you're just so busy that you forget that you're pregnant with the second child. I mean, days don't go by, but there are definitely some hours that go by sometimes where and then you'll do something. You're like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. I need to sit down or relax a little bit. So yeah, it happens from time to time. But when I was pregnant with my first, it didn't really happen very often. I think you're just so ingrained in the fact that you're pregnant for the first time.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
That was our theory. The first one you never forget.
Plus, she's dealing with a 2-year-old.
Exactly. You're busier.
Yeah.
You're busy. That's right. Is it a boy or a girl this time around?
It is a boy this time, so we get one of each.
Well, congratulations. And will you
Thank
have
you.
more? Will you be having more?
I don't think so. After this one, we might be done.
It's a good number. 2's a good number. Thank you, Erica.
Wow, way to really go in her business.
I was afraid of that. I really, I overstepped my bounds there. Made her really uncomfortable there.